Okay, so have you heard about this new Emily Henry book? It's called Great Big Beautiful Life. And yeah, I've seen all the buzz online. Seems like everyone's talking about it. Right. And for good reason. From what I've read, it's going to be one of her best. It's all about ambition, second chances, Yeah, and like how we decide what stories to tell about ourselves and exactly, and about other people too. Totally. So it sounds like we're both kind of coming into this deep dive with high expectations. I mean, I'm really curious to see how she pulls it all off. Me too. But we've got this stack of articles and reviews. And the premise alone is super intriguing. Like we've got these two writers, Alice and Hayden. Alice is this, I don't know, she's like the up and coming, aspiring writer, full of optimism. And there's Hayden. He's the one who's already won a Pulitzer, right? Yep. But he's kind of got this reputation as a reckless, a bit of a grump. One article even called him a human thundercloud. Wow. Okay, so we've got sunshine and shadows, literally. But here's the thing that brings them together. Margaret Ives. She's this woman in her 80s who's lived this wild, scandalous life. And both Alice and Hayden want to write her biography. Okay, I'm already hooked, so it's like a competition then. Oh yeah, big time. And here's the twist. Margaret's playing them a little bit. She's giving each of them different pieces of her story, like different sides of herself. Oh, that's so clever. It makes you wonder what she's trying to accomplish, right? Is she trying to control the narrative, or is it more about seeing how they interpret her life? Right, it's like she's this puzzle they're both trying to solve, but with different pieces. And you know that's going to create some serious tension between them, for sure. I mean, imagine the stakes. Alice is trying to prove herself, especially to her family, who hasn't exactly been supportive of her writing dreams. Yeah, families can be tough. And then Hayden, well, I guess even Pulitzer Prize winners can feel threatened. Of course. Like, what if Alice ends up writing the better book? That's got to be a blow to the ego. And it's not just professional rivalry, right? I mean, Henry is so good at exploring the deeper stuff, like how ambition can push us, but also blind us. Maybe even make us question what we really value. Oh, totally. I think that's something everyone can relate to, right? Absolutely. And get this, there's a connection to Taylor Swift in all of this. Did you know her song, The Last Great American Dynasty, is about a woman who inherits this amazing estate and becomes a target of all this town gossip? I love that song. Me too. And it totally made sense that it would inspire Henry. I mean, you can see how it connects to Margaret's story, right? This woman who's lived a big life and is now facing judgment, even decades later. It's like, how do you separate the truth from the rumors, the legend from the person? And who gets to decide that? Exactly. And the way Henry tells the story, from what I gather, is all about this fragmented truth. I bet she uses alternating chapters from Alice and Hayden's perspective, so we're getting these glimpses of Margaret's life alongside them. That's so cool. It's like we're on this treasure hunt with them, trying to piece together who Margaret really is. Yeah. But whose version will we end up believing? And you know with Emily Henry, there's going to be romance woven into all of this. For sure. Stolen glances, witty banter, all that good stuff. Right. I can't wait to see how it all plays out. I mean, it's got everything mystery, romance, and these deeper questions about how we create narratives, both our own and others. Like, are we drawn to the most dramatic versions? Or is there something more meaningful in the quieter truths? That's a really good question. It makes you think about the responsibility we have when we tell someone else's story. Totally. Great Big Beautiful Life sounds like a book that's going to stay with me long after I finish it. I have a feeling it's going to spark some interesting conversations too. Oh, absolutely. And it makes you think, if you were the one chosen to write someone's biography, how would you approach it? How would you make sure you're capturing the essence of their life, the truth of who they are? It would be such an honor, but also a huge challenge. Definitely. But I think that's the beauty of it, right? Trying to piece together those fragmented truths and create something meaningful. Something that honors the complexity of a human life. It definitely gives you a lot to think about. It does. I'm putting Great Big Beautiful Life at the very top of my tree list. Me too. I can't wait to dive in.